I cannot seem to figure out this live stuff. I think I put somebody in timeout. Oh, then I hit something and my live went off. But I can't seem to figure out the live. Morning, George. Oh, there was I was on a live just a few minutes ago, and I started hitting the button to try to look at somebody's profile on there, and I put him in timeout, and then my live went off. I had Bubba and a few more people in there, and I don't know what I did. Oh, but anyway, I think the guy's name was David May, and David May, I apologize for putting you in timeout. I didn't mean to. Oh, but yeah, I'm just uh, thought I'd go live this morning. I'm trying to get some packages ready to go out on get shipped out. The orders from the website that I've got. Oh, so that's what I'm working on this morning. I'm working before work. Gotta go to work in a little while on my to my place that actually makes me money. And then right now I'm working on website orders that uh, probably ain't making me no money, but I sure do love doing it. So if I disappear, y'all don't worry. Y'all just keep talking. I'm paying attention. Yeah, well, man, I don't know what I did. That David May, and I apologize, David May. I was trying to look at his profile, and I ain't no good at this live stuff, and I think I put you in timeout. And then when I thought I was hitting the X button to close it out, and I actually hit the X button and closed out the whole live. So maybe I'll become a pro at it one of these days. George, I have not. I have. I hadn't even got to work on any of my pocket knives like that lately. Red Bandit, how you doing, buddy? Oh, the I've been so busy with work, with my job, and then with orders off the website that I have not had time to even work on any of my pocket knives or do any of my little projects like that. Uh, David May, I have not ever been to Canada. I don't know anything about Canada. The only thing I've ever seen of Canada is maybe in some movies and stuff like that. I've never been to Canada. Eric Lincoln. Oh, Aaron. I apologize for all the crazy noise. Like I said, I'm getting some packages ready. Yeah, David, I'm in the South. I'm in Alabama, way down in the South. Hey, let me show y'all this. I'm fixing to package this up. This is an order off the website. This is one of my old Glory knives here. Uh, got the leather sheath, American flag on the front. This little old 6-inch hunting skinning knife. Got the American flag on the blade. Of course, got my cross on there. Purple heart handles. Pretty good little knife. That's one of the orders that I'm packaging up this morning. The sheath is 8-9 ounce leather. Got a magnet inside the sheath to help retain the blade. You're going to join Canada. David May, I don't have no idea what you're talking about joining Canada. I don't know, dude. George, I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, I think the guy will be real happy with it. I hope he will anyway. So, USA was once part of. I have no idea, dude. David, I don't pay no attention to politics and stuff like that most of the time. So has everybody got big plans for the weekend? I am going to Highway Pickers. It's a big old huge oldest son graduate. Well, no wonder you ain't never got no money, bub. You got a son about to graduate. From senior years get they get expensive. I remember them. It's been a minute or two since I've had a kid in school, but it's expensive. George, I have been doing knives for about 2.5 years now. I'm still learning. 2.5 years later, I'm still learning, and I get better and better. I feel like I get better and better. But what got me started on knife making is I was scrolling through the TV one night and come across Forged in Fire and fell in love with the show. Never had thought about making a knife before in my life. And started watching that show, and I thought, man, I could do that. And so I started buying a few things to get started with it. And the next thing I know, I'm making knives, and I've still got my first knife that I ever made out in the shop, and man, it's primitive looking. Compared to what I do now, and the ones I do now are still not, great or perfect or anything. But that first one I made, man, it was rough. But I was so proud of it, because I had made a knife, So, and it's a fun thing to do. But since I started making knives, I got into making my own handle material. I make my own micarta, and like all my wood that I use in the shop, most of it comes from logs and things like that I either buy or people give me, and I cut it up, I stabilize it, I do all that, and so most of my handle material I use is what I've done in my own shop. So that's another avenue you can get into. It saves you a little bit of money. It adds some time to you, but it saves you a little bit of money. And then I went from making knives, doing my own handle material, to doing leather work. And I still have my first leather sheath that I made for a knife too. And I actually sold a knife with that sheath, and the the guy that got it was so, man, he loved it. I thought it looked awful, but he loved it. And but a little while down the road, uh, he wanted a different style sheath for that knife, and so he came to me to make him a new sheath. And when I did, he let me have that sheath back, that first sheath. So I got that first sheath in the shop out there too. Oh, and it's premium. There we go. Your wife told you you needed a hobby. Well, listen, I'm telling you, it's a good hobby to get into. Now, uh, it can get a little expensive sometimes, depending on what all you want to do. And you usually probably gonna spend more money than you make on it. But I'm telling you, it's a fun thing to do, and I when I started out, I was forging everything. Everything I done, I forged. And well, my old arms would get tired. I would get tired, and man, it just got rough. And I met a guy over in Hamilton, Alabama. Little old gentleman. He was in his 70s and still making knives, but now he had got to the point that, he couldn't swing a hammer and do none of that stuff. So he had started doing stock removal, and I hadn't even thought about stock removal or really knew much about it. So I started spending a little time with him, and he showed me the process on the stock removal. So now there's certain knives that I still forge, and then there's a lot of my knives I do are stock removal knives. And you get back and forth in that argument. You're not a real knife maker if you don't forge the knife all the way through. Well, I don't know. A knife maker's a knife maker in my book. If you're taking a piece of metal and turning it into a knife, then you're a knife maker. That's the way I look at it anyway. But anyway, that little old gentleman, man, he had a wealth of knowledge, and I still try to talk to him whenever I can. But he taught me quite a bit about the knife making, and I was actually taking my blades I was making in the beginning to him, and he was heat treating them for me, and tempering the metal and all that stuff, and heat treating them. And then I started doing all that myself, by heating the blades in the fire, and then quenching them. But now, a little while down the road, I bought me a even heat oven where I could be a little more precise with how I was tempering the metal and how I was hardening the metal and all that stuff. So, and it really upped the game quite a bit. Made the blades better and stronger, and so. George, where are you from, George? If you're still on here. South Carolina. Well, listen, man, that's a great way to get into it too. You can start getting the experience and getting the uh, getting the knowledge that you need to do the knives. You'll eventually probably want to try your hand at making a blade from scratch. Uh, it's an exciting feeling uh, to take that piece of metal and turn it into a blade. I'm telling you, it's really exciting. You'll like the knife making. It's a to me it's just artistry to me. I mean, every knife maker is different in the style that people put into it and what they do, and uh, I myself, I like to get a knife in my head, and I like to make that knife uh, just however I want to make it, and then if somebody wants to buy it, they buy it. Uh, and that's the way I wanted to do it all the way through. And then a little while into it, people would say, "Well, can you do this or can you do that?" And so then you start doing, custom knives. And so, I try to do. If somebody wants something, I try to do it for them. As long as it's a relatively decent size knife. I don't like doing the real big old knives. They're hard to work with. They're hard to heat treat and harden because you got to worry about them warping and just all kinds of stuff. George, that's a good attitude to have because it ain't about the money for me either. That and it's a good thing it's not about the money because you don't make a lot of money with it. Now, if you become one of those knife makers that gets noticed and get in the right channels and all that stuff, then yeah, you might make some money at it one day. But I don't really do it for the money. I do it because I love to do it. It is a passion and a thrill, and I just like doing it. I just like the leather work. I love doing the leather work. I didn't think I would ever like doing the leather work at all, but once you get started in it, and then you realize it's graduation. It's not really, yes. Man, 3.95 GPA. Golly. He must have got his smarts from his mama. I'm just kidding, Bubba. I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm just aggravating you. Man, that's impressive right there. That, I don't even think I ever even knew anything about grade point averages when I was in school. If I did, mine sure wasn't no 3.95, that's for sure. But what I was saying about the leather, if you start doing leather work, you will realize, man, that leather work is just unlimited. You can be a true artist with leather work. And the leather work I do, man, I'm super proud of it. I feel like I do a great job on it. But there's some folks out there that do leather work that they're just works of art, man. I mean, the stuff they can do with it and how they make that leather look, it's just truly amazing. And this knife making community that we got here, there's some true leather workers in this community. Guys that really know what they're doing, and they've just got that talent, they've got that outlook, and they're able to envision that stuff and just turn it into something beautiful. I've started Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever do it either, George. But when you start making, I would buy sheaths and for the knives, and then if you wanted an exact fitted sheath for the knife, you'd have to know somebody that done leather work, and they'd have to have the knife to fit it and all this stuff, and so it got to be more of a hassle than it was anything. So that's why I tried my hand at it. Good morning, Jason. How you doing, brother? Hey, Jason Beecher, looky here. I'm a little bit later than I said I'd be, but look at this big old box I got for you, man. This is going out today, headed your way, headed up to New York. I got you a surprise in there that you are going to like. Yeah, man, I ain't been in no rush with it, but I'm just trying to get everything off my plate. But when I get I've got to do a final cleaning on Bubba's knife and get his package going, and I will be, for the moment, I'll be caught up on getting all my packages shipped out. That probably won't last real long, but for now, I'm gonna be caught up. But yeah, we've been having a good discussion this morning about a little bit of everything: graduations, leather work, knife making. We could even talk about some woodworking. I used to be, I guess I still am, a woodworker. I was in full-time business here not just a few years back, maybe 5 years back, doing woodworking. And then COVID come along and kind of killed that dream, but so I went to work at 3M. But woodworking, man, my shop, you go in my shop out there, I've got a leather working shop, I got a metal working shop, I got a woodworking shop, I got a section where I stabilize wood, stabilize antlers. I mean, I've got a little bit of everything in that shop out there. And when we downgraded the house after the kids moved out, and I got that shop. It's the first time I'd ever had a shop, and I said, man, I won't never fill this shop up. It's way too big. Well, listen, folks, I am busting at the seams out there, and I need a bigger shop. And as soon as I can talk my wife into it, I'm gonna get me a bigger shop. I need one bad. I need a bigger shop with a section in it just for my collection that I've started down here in our partial basement that I've also ain't got enough room in. But hey, what am I complaining about? I got a shop and I got a man cave with some cool stuff in it, so I ain't got no reason to complain. God is good every day, so what have I got to complain about? Jason, earlier we had a guy on here, David May, and I was trying to look at his profile, and man, I kicked him off the channel and didn't even know what I was doing. Then I closed out my live, didn't know I was doing that either. George, tell me how to talk to your wife. Well, if you're talking about the shop thing, I ain't talked her into it just yet. I'm still working on it. That I've been working on it for a little while. But one of these days I'm gonna talk her into it. I just know I am. I've got the confidence. Uh, I don't know when it'll be, but one of these days. I'm about to package up this little old uh, case stand. I've done a little old raffle on this on my Facebook page with the case sod buster and the case stand. So I'm about to box that up for the lady that won it and get it out to her. But I have got to tell y'all this morning about, I know most of y'all probably seen my video yesterday that I put up about the new knife slips that Jason Jeffries is making over at, I don't think he has a a YouTube channel that he puts stuff on with a knife, but he does have a TikTok channel. That's it right there. Poplar Creek Hide on TikTok, and he's also got an eBay that he sells some of his stuff on. And listen, man, the dude is talented. He is a great leather worker. He also does, knife repairs and George, man, yeah, I got stickers. If you'll see, my email is ruggedcrossknives@gmail.com. If you will shoot me an email with your address and stuff, man, I'll be happy to send you some stickers out. Be thrilled to death to do it for you. But these slips that I put on my video yesterday, there's 3 different sizes that we put on there. And they're on the website. ruggedcrossknives.com. They're on there. And he's doing the leather work on them, and man, I'm telling you, he is impressive with his leather work. And but they're on there, and if y'all need one or want to get a gift for somebody, I can customize them for you. Put designs on them, names on them, initials on them. But if y'all are wanting, something really special, you got something in mind, reach out to Jason. He, like I said, he does excellent leather work. Very talented guy, and he's got a good imagination for that stuff. So he does really good work. Yeah, George, no problem, my friend. I like sending out stickers, and I like getting stickers too. I started me a sticker board like everybody else does, but man, I'm telling you, I like them stickers. And this is a sticker here that Jason sent me. They're real cool stickers too. I gotta get yeah, Jason is a mod, and you better walk the line. You better walk the line, Bubba, or you'll be kicked out of here. Hey, I don't know if y'all can tell, guys, but man, I'm in a rare form this morning. I usually ain't this crazy acting, But man, it's Friday. Uh, I'm in a good mood. Uh, I'm getting to go to the antique store tomorrow over in Coleman, Alabama. Big, huge antique store. Been over there once already, but we didn't get to look at everything. And so who knows what we'll find. So I'm just in rare form this morning. Yeah, Jason, you watch Bubba. You got to watch him. He's one of them we got to keep a close eye on. Well, at least you admit it, Bubba. That's half the battle right there. Yeah, yeah. Bubba is a troublemaker. He ain't telling a lie. He is a troublemaker. I've seen some of his lies. You gotta watch him. They're having to get new vacuum pumps. Uh-oh. Jason, do y'all sell? I mean, is that one of your lines of business? Is doing the milk? I know y'all have a farm up there. Stonyfield for yogurt. And that's cool. So how many milk cows do y'all have? I'm assuming it's probably a lot if y'all got to have pumps. Wow. What's up, Travis? All right, Travis. What kind of question you got? Well, I don't know, Travis. I don't really know. Really know who you are. Anybody know Travis? Travis Sheeb? I've got a moderator in here already. Jason Beecher, best moderator on YouTube. Travis, I think I'm probably good on with the moderator right now, but maybe sometime down the road, my friend. Jason, I'm interested in this farm thing now. Uh, what what else do y'all do on the farm? I mean, is it just the milk cows, or y'all grow any crops or anything like that, or? And that's cool. I like milk, and I like yogurt. I started about a year and a half ago. I was getting in bad health and all that stuff, some blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, and doctor told me I was a prime candidate for heart attack and all that good stuff. So I started working on losing some weight and dropped 80 pounds. And but during that whole process, I started trying to eat a little better. Well, yogurt became just a mainstay for me. Yogurt and pineapples. Love pineapples. And now at work, I get shifted around at work all the time. Sometimes I work first shift, sometimes I work second, sometimes I work third, sometimes I work 12-hour shifts. But so I usually have dinner, or I have supper at work. All right. Well, my dinner or my supper at work is always, it has been for the last year and a half, two cups of yogurt and 2 cups of pineapples. I've been doing that for a year and a half, almost every day. Now, every now and then, some of the team down there at work will bring me some ribs or something like that to eat on, and so I'll swap up whenever I get that opportunity. But yeah, the yogurt, man, I love yogurt. And we just discovered, me and my wife, it's called Noosa yogurt. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of it or not. But man, they only have a few flavors like raspberry, blueberry, and lemon. And I think they got like a vanilla bean or something. It's just a little old round container of yogurt. And man, it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. All right, folks. Listen, I just got my last package done. So I have got to get out from down here and get out to the shop before my shift starts today. I gotta be done and headed to work by about 1:30. So I'm gonna go out to the shop, try to get a few things done before I head in. Clark's Kentucky Nice. Man, Brother Dwayne. That I may have to stay around for a few more minutes now, since we got the legendary Brother Dwayne in here. He may just liven things up. I was about to quit, but hey, we don't get this opportunity very often. Brother Dwayne, we was talking about your knife show just a little while ago. Trying to figure out who all's going to be there, and Bubba, we're hoping Bubba's going to make it. I'm looking forward to it. I've still got plans to be there. I don't know. I don't know how much stuff I'm actually gonna get to bring. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to get a whole lot done with the way work's going. We just busy at work, and uh, but I'm gonna try. Bubba, we'll be praying for that, my friend. I would love to meet y'all guys, and I know knife doctor says wow. Jason, see you, brother. Yeah, I definitely want to try to be there for sure. I'm looking forward to it. It's been so long since I've been up to Kentucky. I don't know if I've ever actually been in Kentucky. I've been through Kentucky quite a bit. Uh, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try to bring maybe some knife stands and a few of my handmade knives, and I don't know if I'll have any pocket knives to trade or anything like that. But it's for me, it's gonna be more about meeting everybody, getting to talk with everybody, shake hands with everybody, and that's gonna be the most awesome part of it. But Brian's Knives, Hillbilly Ridge, Bubba's EDC. Man, it's gonna be a good event. It's gonna be exciting. That I'm definitely looking forward to it for sure. I've got my time. Yeah, I've got my time put in on the calendar at work, so I can be off for a couple days, and I'm working on some stuff. I'm going to try to, I've been working with Jason Jeffries over at Poplar Creek, and I'm going to try to get him to do some of his stuff, and for me to bring with me up there. That'll help kind of fill the table up, and might make him a few bucks too. I've been, yeah, those hermit hanks are cool, man. That I carry one with me every day now. And we made some that's got a key, like a little carabiner on it that you can put on your keys. And I got one on my keys too, man. Those things are handy to have. I forgot where I was going. Well, forgot what I was going to say. Good for glasses, yeah. Yeah, they're good for glasses. That's what I use them for mostly. Since I've got a pair of glasses pretty much everywhere I go, I got to have a pair of glasses. I got them laying everywhere. But the Hermit Hanks are awesome. I love them. The George, the knife, the antler stand you were talking about, Brother Dwayne, man, when you get that done, send me a picture of it. I'd like to see that. I done one here not long ago for Mr. Paul Bessler. Sent up to him for one of my handmade knives that he got from me. He was wanting to display it on a special kind of stand, so I done an antler stand for him. Antler with the walnut base, walnut wood base, black walnut. It turned out pretty good. Man, I love seeing those. Anything with an antler, it's cool. Just about anything with an antler is cool. And then the wood stuff, I love it. Using hickory, yeah. Hickory is something that I don't have much of in my shop, but I want to start working with hickory more. Man, that hickory makes some really good knife handles. And so I'm going to try to get me some of that and start working with it a little more. I'm just now getting back to the point in the shop to where I'm actually getting to make a few knives. I've had so much going on, and you know, you kind of get away from doing the things you want to do for the things that you have to do, you know. So, uh, and you know, when I get orders in or people wanting knives or leather work, and you know, you gotta, if you tell somebody you gotta do it, you gotta do it. And so you just kind of have to put your projects on hold. Uh, but being busy is a good thing, I guess. But listen, folks, I got to get off here. I got to get out to the shop. Thank y'all all for being here. The shop's gonna do things I can barely. Oh man, I know that feeling. I hit a spell here just the other day, where my shop had gotten so cluttered, and man, I just had to stop. I stopped for a whole, I think it was 2 days. It was a Friday evening and a Saturday, all day Saturday, like from daylight to dark, and cleaned and organized and got everything out of my way. And I don't know about you fellas, but when I'm trying to do work, if I've got a cluttered mess going on, I can't get inspired. So after I got everything cleaned up, then I got busy again, and I've done really good this time about cleaning up my mess after I've done with something. So I've kind of kept it pretty clean, which is a rare thing for me. And yeah, that's what I was just talking about this earlier about my shop, man. I'm busting at the seams. I have moved down to our partial finished basement and put me like a man cave down there. This is where I work on pocket knives and just different things like that. And I'm full down here. I'm having to figure out room down here, and I don't know. Too much stuff, way too much stuff. That's for sure. George, I've got 3 trees down. Yeah, I don't know, George, man, I'd love to have some out here, but I don't know, that'd be one of them deals. Now, I will say this, I've got a brother-in-law that lives out in South Carolina, and don't ask me what part, because I couldn't tell you. But my wife's wanting to try to make a trip out there soon to visit. It's a long story on why I don't know where. It's just a new part of the family that we've just now getting to meet. But we are planning on making a trip out that way, and if I get out that way, I'll give you a holler before I come and see if we can figure out something. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Have a good weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Be safe. Thank y'all all for being here. Love all you guys. Thank y'all so much for everything.